My name is Krishna Kumar. I represent a company called OneClick. Amar and I have been with the organization right from the inception, which is all of 10 months. So we are a 10-month-old company. We have created a product that has come to market. And today we have Vodafone, which is one of our clients. We are in the process of implementing the solution for NPS and for the mobile store. So we are representing ourselves in the Innovation for Customer Services Award. Just to take you through a small bit of background and talk to you about the relevance of the product. For all organizations, customer service is a big challenge. To deliver consistently superior customer service day in and out is something that everybody strives towards, but it's a goalpost that keeps shifting. There is a lot of technology that comes in. There is training of agents that are done, but it only helps up to a point. Increasingly, we believe that it is information and access to knowledge that is available with the agent that helps solve customer issues. And our entire ecosystem has been built around that. We believe that the key to delivering superior customer satisfaction is by empowering the agents with the knowledge to provide actionable information that enables first-time resolution for customer queries and issues. So what we've done is that we have built this entire product around 3 pillars that we believe will deliver performance. Primarily knowledge. We believe that you need to have relevant knowledge, which is simple to understand, make it accessible, and you should also convert it in a manner which allows them to apply that knowledge. So if you provide knowledge, you actually empower your agents, which delivers performance to you. Increasingly, if you look at, I'll give you an example. A company that is receiving, let us say, around 2 lakh calls per day for data-related queries, okay? 0.2 million calls a day, spends something like 1 crore a day to handle those calls. That is the spend that a telco spends to handle 0.2 million calls a day related to data services. And our entire focus was that, is there a way where we can actually reduce the time, increase customer satisfaction, and save money for the telco? And that is around which we have built this solution. So when we look at space, and this is just to give you a background of the play that we are playing in. We have CRM solutions today, Amdocs, big player in the CRM space. Solutions which do provisioning of services, which talk about the different kinds of engagements that you have with the client. You have service ERPs, you have ticketing solutions, and you have KM solutions. The knowledge management solutions largely are restricted to file-based systems, which allow for, there is a taxonomy which allows for search-based queries. It will throw out information. It also provides collaborative spaces. But there is very little knowledge management system which allows for actionable knowledge. And we play in that space. We believe in integrating the knowledge along with CRM to be able to give the agent something that he can action on. Our solution primarily works on 3 frameworks. There is a technology framework which is deployed over the cloud. It allows to integrate with the client application stack. So we integrate with the client CTI, we integrate with the device manager, we integrate with the CRM systems. We have a knowledge delivery framework which has got 2 parts. One is a simulator, and the other one is a step-by-step decision tree which helps in diagnostics for addressing queries. And the solution delivery, of course, which integrates the web, kiosk, as well as at the agent level. So the solution can actually be applied by, for instance, Airtel or Vodafone can actually integrate this service along with their website and their web support. It can also be done at their stores and also with the agent. That's basically the different application areas it can be used for web services and support. So where a customer can actually log in, get information about his own device, more information on how to use this device more effectively, and also download information from there. At retail, it can be used as a training aid for your retail sales agents, at the kiosk when people walk in, and post-purchase support in terms of support that the agent gives. Effectively, what we do is that we help reduce calls to the contact center by the self-help solution. We ensure higher SPRs because we have improved the capability of people in terms of what they deliver. Currently, today, most of the data calls are handled by a different contact center, where you have more qualified people trained to provide specific answers to queries which are data related. The way we have configured our solution, that entire thing can be migrated down to the normal one-to-one or your typical center where you make your first call. And those agents can actually handle more higher technical calls. So we have actually reduced the cost of handling calls, improved capability, reduced time for training, and higher first time resolution. Lower HT because we have a seamless flow from different stages, and also a better customer experience. What I'd like to do, just to give you an example, the market impact, for instance, is that we deliver a 25% reduction in the cost of customer care. So for that telco, which receives 2 lakh calls a day, we will save 25 lakhs a day on their operations by deployment of the solution by transferring their L2 calls to L1 desk. Okay. We also give them the ability to actually drill down and benchmark their performance across multiple contact centers, across different areas to figure out how their different SOPs are performing, and also whether agents are performing to the required level. The social impact, of course, is that there is reduced pressure on agents because agents have information that they can actually share. It reduces training time, improves productivity. It improves overall support environment, empowering agents and customers. And of course, we reduce the level of number of virtual devices in the market and reduce carbon footprint in effect, because you don't need to have remote devices, you don't need to have training devices. What I'd like to do now is to take you through a live demo, because that's where the power of the solution comes through. So what you see over here is basically the home screen once the customer agent logs in. We have over 3,000 devices which we have loaded onto the system. We have a process of identifying the latest mobiles that are launched, and information on them is captured and uploaded into a tool. If the system is once the system is integrated with the device manager, the number is pulled when the call comes in. The details of the customer are pulled in from the device manager, and automatically the home screen which shows what is the handset being used by that customer is thrown up. What this gives them is that it immediately provides them with information on what are the salient features of the product, and if somebody calls and asks for a feature which is not there, they can immediately say that your handset doesn't support infrared and close the call without searching for additional information. There are detailed specs which are available. We also have, for instance, on the right hand side, the top call drivers for this particular handset. So they are able to understand why are people calling for this handset. People are calling for 3G, GPRS, people are calling for AMS. What are the reasons why people are calling? It has also got a history of interactions that have happened against that number. So you know that in the past, the person has called for 3G, GPRS. They have also called for video call. The model on which that call was handled was for Galaxy S2S, and what is the probing that was done. Now what we have at the bottom is the different scenarios for which we provide support. For instance, here, you go to 3G, here somebody calls and says that I want to activate I want to know whether I can use 3G on my system, and I'm not able to do it. We have a troubleshooting system which actually finds out whether the person is actually activated on 3G GPRS. So this system will integrate with the backend, and if the APN has been registered, it will automatically pull the information and give the agent the information that the GPR has been activated. Now, let us say that it has been activated, but the reason why the person is not able to get 3G access because the balance is less than 1 rupee. So the agent says, please, just close this.
Okay.
So you have the response that you can give to the customer given over there. So there is consistency in what the agent is communicating to the customer. You can provide complete information, and whatever information has been provided is captured at the bottom. So typically, when the customer wraps up, when the agent wraps up a call, they have to type in something into the CRM saying that this is what the call is all about. Here, you can actually post this directly into the CRM. So you save time there. And again, it becomes very consistent. So tomorrow, if you want to do queries on this, you are querying consistently across multiple service providers. Okay, so now that you have found and clarified that 3G is possible for the person to receive 3G was activated, we need to see why he is not able to access. So we are telling him how to configure 3G GPR is on his mobile. So what it does then is that it gives the agent a visual representation of the product in the customer's hand. And it gives a step-by-step process on what the customer has to do to activate that GPR. Now, this is a 21-step process that the customer has to go through, and he may not have the patience to go through that on the call. So what we have is the process of actually being able to send that step by SMS or by email. SMS is not integrated to the SMS engine right now, but I will just share with you what happens when you send an email.
Okay.
So this is so a link is sent to the. Let me just go back to that. So this is a link that is sent to the. A mail is sent to the customer, which will be customized based on the telco operator, and he just has to click there, and it throws up the settings. Now this is recognized that this is a lightweight browser. So the image has not been loaded. But if you say view web version, then it will actually load the same version that the agent has seen. Now it's touch enabled, so the customer can actually navigate using that. And then set as
even from the screen side, just linking portion, if you click on that, right? So you can activate it there or
okay.
corresponding stuff sure.
So the way the entire solution has been built, we are focused on ensuring that there is high level of ability to integrate with the operator system. We also we also have identified the most important reasons why people call. We also, if you just go back to the home screen for a minute.
Sure.
So besides the stock model is basically based on what is that
number of clicks
receiving calls for. So they may be receiving, depending on what calls they are receiving, those answers gets highlighted over here. New arrivals will showcase the new products that are being launched in the market, and we also have got something called the OS. Now what this does is that there are times when we found that there is the Indian base of handsets is around 25,000 handsets. It's highly impossible for us to be able to capture that entire base. But we still need to provide solutions. So what happens is that we give a solution based on the OS that is there on the handset. So you can choose the OS, and it will tell you what is the closest handset that is available, and you can pull up a phone which has got the closest OS and then provide the settings.
This is an example where somebody has installed iOS 5 on maybe on iPhone 4.
iPhone 4.
So you can take a clue from here.
So basically, besides that, you will notice over here.
Sorry.
You will notice here the time that is being spent on this call is being captured. you also have the ability to do PC connectivity issues. So tomorrow, if the person wants to know how to connect to his PC, that is provided on this. It tells you how many views are there. We also have a section called leads, where if somebody calls and asks for a feature which is not there on the phone, the agent can actually capture that and it can forward it to a designated email ID. You can also capture the budget that he's got in mind, and this can go into the telco's sales team for them to cross-sell and upsell in the future. So this is broadly our solution in short. It is something that can integrate deeply with the operator. It pulls up information to the agent. It ensures that the same information is available on the web, so you can try and stop calls. It can be available at the operator's stores, so that when somebody walks in, you can have solutions provided. And it provides seamless connectivity. So you will have currently you are only on the web version, on the agent version, but depending on where the customer has called in from, you will have that information here. And this information is passed on in real time. So if a customer moves into the web and checks for GPRS settings and then calls the agent can say, I know that you were trying to look at GPRS settings online. Have you been able to set that up, or do you want any additional information? So that's the way the seamless is built.
So it connects various touch points into a single application.
So that's broadly the solution. Anything else you want to add?
I think we have not talked about communication ping and the news update.
So yeah, what we have got over there in terms of updates is basically information that the network can actually broadcast across all providers. So let's imagine for a moment that there's been an outage in some area, and you want that information to go to all the contact centers so that when a call is received by the agent, they can inform them. You can actually do that. Similarly, there is something called ping, which is not.
I don't have a ping in mailbox, but.
But basically, what it does is that your team leads can actually provide information to your agents saying that your last call was good, this is what you did well, please handle these other things in this manner, or please undertake this certification, otherwise we lock you out of the system.
Yeah. Typically, in a call center environment, agents do not have access to mailboxes. So this is a one-way mailbox. Agent can get message from his supervisor or a team lead.
That's the solution. It's primarily built keeping in mind the needs of the customer support environment. And we believe that providing knowledge and information to the agent is the key to getting satisfied customers. We are open to questions. Vodafone went live last week. Okay, we are in the process of deployment for MPS. And in the process for deployment for the mobile store. In the case of mobile store, this is one part of the solution. We have another part which is a decision support engine, which helps customers compare different mobiles, different price points, gets information on reviews and ratings by CNET and Tech News and things like that, customer information, and it helps them make choices.
And for Vodafone, our deployment is across the contact center, across the country, and plus they've installed it at all their stores. So all the store frontline agents would have access to it.
What about the next layer, say apps?
Yeah.
So
very good question, and that's the next development for Vodafone.
Shall I pull out that screen?
No, you just.
Okay. That's okay.
Just go to that home screen.
Yeah.
Go to one product screen. So. Basically what we have is a section over here which will have apps. Now the app world is very, very big. Okay, and it's again impossible for us to capture all those apps. So what we are doing over here with them is that they will have selected apps that they want to promote. And those apps will be featured over there. And there are two things that happen over there. One is that they will be able to get base information on the app, and the agent can provide that. And they will also be able to push a download link from it. So directly it goes into the email and or the SMS, and the customer can just click on that and download the app. So that's what
I think there's a lot of staging points that you can bring in, obviously, to self-automate and, for, as you say, just one click, and right away it's automated for the user.
Exactly.
Because I think in India, with the disparity of users we have, there's been all kinds of questions, very basic usability questions at times. Unable to understand how to use that service further, or you don't want to be bogged down with technical parameters. I mean, technically you handle it well, but beyond that, the usability and other.
In fact, I will give you, the story that I go in with when I am going to talk to the telco is very simple. I say that the landscape is changing. Today, if you really go look at a home, you have an internet-ready TV, you have a media server player, you have a router, and you have a laptop. Okay, and imagine you are the service provider who's providing Wi-Fi connectivity to all this. Now, the customer over there does not call Sony, PlayStation, or Samsung to provide support on connecting this. He will call your agent, right? Because you are the service provider who is providing the bandwidth, and you have to connect all these devices. And the beauty of this solution is that today we are showing you mobiles and tablets. We have already got the solution developed and deployed in POC manner for Videocon DDH. So the beauty of the solution is that I can put all kinds of devices on, and your agent then becomes empowered to be able to provide solutions which are complete and complex. Because you can't expect an agent who is actually being paid, say between 8,000 and 15,000, 20,000 rupees, to access to knowledge that is so comprehensive. Some of them may not even be experiencing these products in their real life. And you expect them, and customers expect them to provide this information. How do you do that? And how much will you train the person? Today, technology is moving at a pace where you can't keep up. And you are expecting knowledge, information, and you are expecting the quality of service to be so high from such a person. Impossible. And that's where the solution is.
And
with linkages, let's say they have developer community, the device vendors, feedback you can give them. That's another layer.
Absolutely. In fact, we are in talks with Samsung and others to give us the answers pre-launch, so that we can bring them on board. Also, we can give these queries. What are the reasons why people are calling? And feed it back.
Features they want.
Absolutely. You can go back to it.
And can we optimize certain areas where we are getting more number of calls? Can it be handled better way in the configuration level itself, so that people don't have to call for configuration, that particular typical setting if required?
Finally, the law of diminishing pressure. The better the customer support is, the more expectation, rise in expectation.
Yes.
So it's never that you are ahead of their expectation.
Absolutely.
I think our time is over, but I think you would like to quickly share the overall, vision for the company where we want to.
The way we are looking at it is that today we are starting with the mobile world, the telco space. We are in talks with LFRs. So tomorrow you can actually add all the entire product range. We are also in talks with people like Samsung, where they can use it to provide support for their devices. And the next generation is to use it at the PC level for providing PC support. Somebody calling in and saying that my antivirus is not working, or my PC is going slow. It becomes very difficult for people to be completely knowledgeable about it. And that's where the solution comes.
Tablets are already there.
So it's all about making knowledge actually.
Right, sir.